Hey everybody, it's Luke over at Galaxy Tech Review, and today I've got a product from Status Audio. These are the Status Pro X high-end earbuds. Now, a few years ago, I did review the Status Audio 3ANC earbuds, and these are their follow-up to those in the high-end earbud range. Now, there's a ton of stuff to go through with these earbuds, so we're going to dig into it right now. Okay, so as you know, and I just said, these are their newest buds from Status Audio, the Pro X. They come in one color, a black alloy. You can see some of the specs here, and they've upgraded the specs on this with Knowles Armature drivers, Bluetooth 5.3, Voiceloom AI, and Microsoft Fast Pair. You also get IP55 water and now dust resistance over the 3ANCs. You do have the triple driver system upgraded from a 10 millimeter driver to a 12 millimeter driver as well. So you've got a lot of little subtle upgrades here, a few on the drivers themselves as far as the size goes, and a few other updates to Bluetooth levels and things like that. But let's take a quick look at what we get in the box with the Status Pro X. Opening this up here, we're going to get some documentation. So we'll have that. It's going to give you a quick start guide and things like that. So it's easy to set up here. They do have a companion app that goes with the Status Pro X's. It's called the Status Hub. So again, we've got kind of just a little fold out, shows you who they are. It's kind of a thank you and where to go with problems. Downloading the app, again, you can get it for Android or you can get it for iOS. We'll be showing you that today as well. And then a quick start guide here on how to change the tips, the ear tips, pair via Bluetooth. There are other things such as functions that I'll leave up here for a second. So if you need to come back to this point in the video, you can check out the functions of the buttons and what they do, and the touch area, because there's a physical button on these and a touch area as well. Touch area on the side, physical button on the top. Then, of course, we have the charging case, USB Type-C charge on the back, LED bar at the front. You do have the Status kind of logo there on the top. And then once you open these bad boys up, you'll see the LED will glow. You also have a button in the center of the case that if you hold down for 10 seconds with the earbuds in them, they will factory reset your earbuds. So that's an easy way to physically factory reset them. We also get large and small ear tips here. They do come pre-installed with medium ones in the device itself. So you do have large and small. Everybody's ear is different, so this is important to make sure that we do have those. And then I believe the last thing we get here is a charge cable for the case. And this, yes, is a USB Type-C to USB Type-C charging cable. And this will charge up the case. Now with the earbuds themselves, you'll get up to 8 hours of playback time. And then with the case, recharging the buds, you'll get up to 24 hours of playback time total. Now, they've actually shrunk these down significantly over the 3ANCs. You have 21% smaller on the actual earbuds themselves, and the case is 11% smaller than the 3ANCs. So they've shrunk the footprint of the entire device, including the charging case, way down from the 3ANCs. They've also made some other changes to the drivers here. and we'll take a quick look at that. They've upgraded to 12 millimeter drivers, dynamic drivers, and they also have the Armature drivers are now dual Knowles Armature drivers, so that is going to be an upgrade as well. You do have the two front touch areas, and then of course you do have the physical buttons at the top on either side. You can use, of course, the earbuds independently of each other if you only want to listen to one earbud, but that is pretty much everything that we get out of the box with the Status Pro X from Status Audio. Overall, I've liked how they have slimmed everything down here and still managed to upgrade the internals on the Status Pro X. Okay, so another thing to mention is that they use Voiceloom AI. It's an AI speech enhancement that filters out background noise and other things, so only your voice comes through. They have the 3 beamforming microphones, just like they did in the 3 ANCs. So we're going to do a little bit of a test with the microphone here real quickly, and hopefully you'll be able to hear the difference.
This is a test of the Status Pro X earbuds and what they will sound like in voice calls, video chats, and phone calls.
So that was the quiet environment test. I also wanted to do a test where I may be out and about, maybe in a restaurant or something like that, with a bunch of people speaking in the background. So let's listen to that.
This is a test with voices in the background, such as a busy place, maybe a restaurant or something like that. And this will show you how well the headphones deal with my voice versus background noise.
So, in the busy environment, you could hear those voices in the background, but the AI voice loom that they have with this really targeted my voice and brought it to the forefront, making it very easy to understand me, even in a very loud environment. As for the comfortability of these earbuds, reducing them by 21% has really made a difference. They're very lightweight, and I don't even really notice them in my ears after a while. They're very comfortable to wear for long periods of time, and they fit very well in your ear canals for a very nice sound overall. Now, of course, we get the status hub, and this is going to be for Android or for iOS. And I have it for Android here. It's going to show us our left and right earbuds and what their battery life is, and of course, your case's battery life. You do have listening modes here, of course, your ANC, on, off, or ambient. Now, in ambient, we have several different levels of ambient that you can do as well. In ANC, we've got this little toggle down here for a wind noise reduction. It can only be used when ANC mode is on, and that's that active noise canceling that blocks up to 52 decibels of noise. So it's super easy to turn ANC on or off, turn ambient on right here from the app. Of course, having that wind noise reduction in ANC is going to help as well if you're outside. Now, under EQ settings, we've got the Knowles preset. We have audio file. We have the status signature, podcast, vocal, and we can add our own custom EQ, which means that we can adjust everything in the ranges that we want, and we can really set this up to really fit your hearing style and what you like best. Now, on ear controls, we can turn on or off the side touch controls, and we can take a look at the side touch controls. You have left and right. A single tap is going to be play and pause. A double tap is going to be previous track. Triple tap is disabled by default, and tap and hold on the left is volume down, and tap and hold on the right is volume up. If we go in and we can assign any of these to a triple tap if we want. Say we want to change our ANC or transparency, we can do that as well. Physical button controls are also here for left and right. You'll see that we do have a single click of that top physical button will allow you to go from ANC to transparency. So you do have that. And it's up on to the top here, easy to get to. Double click will bring up your voice assistant, and clicking and holding L and R for 3 seconds will be a manual power off as well. So you do have that functionality in the physical button. So for an example, I can just double tap the top button here to get to my voice assistant. So let's just do that real quickly. And you'll see that the voice assistant will pop up on the screen here. No problems whatsoever to get to Gemini or whatever voice assistant you'll be using. Okay, so let's dig in a little bit deeper into settings here. You can go to Details, find your earbuds, Dynamic EQ, multi-point connection, which is an excellent thing for connecting to maybe a laptop and your phone at the same time and switch between them. You do have prompts, of course. It's either going to be a tone or a voice or off. And then we have dynamic EQ again. At low listening levels, dynamic EQ subtly restores bass and treble energy, preserving tonal balance and detail without the need for higher volume. So this is actually a really cool feature to have as well without having to actually raise the volume here on to preserve your sound. Now, in more settings, we've got the name of the device, model number, firmware version. You can also check for firmware updates and factory reset as well. So a very well-designed app here from Status Audio for the Status Pro X. So, of course, let's get to sound and how these do sound compared to the 3ANCs and other earbuds on the market. As far as the EQ settings, I preferred the Knowles preferred EQ setting out of all the ones that are set up there. Or Status Signature is also very good. Podcast and vocal are going to enhance the voice and kind of drop the bass down a little bit. But as far as Knowles preferred goes, I think it's the richest soundstage that you can get right out of the box. Now, of course, adding custom EQs are going to be able to change that up. So you can really change it up to whatever sounds best for you. Sound is fairly subjective from person to person. With that being said, being able to set up your own EQ exactly how you like it is really going to make this device the best sounding for you. Overall, I had a great time reviewing, testing, using the Status Pro X. I think since they've really shrunk down the footprint of the charging case and the actual earbuds themselves, they're much more comfortable. Not that the 3ANCs weren't comfortable, but these are even more comfortable if that is something you can believe. Status Audio has really kind of hit it out of the park when it comes to sound quality on these. Upgrading to a 12 millimeter driver, adding the Knowles Armature drivers as well, really gives an awesome sound to these that you have to hear to believe it. You know, you have to actually experience it so that you can be the judge yourself. But from what I've tested, this blows away a lot of the wireless earbuds that are out there, such as some of the Galaxy Buds that I've used, the Pro Series, all of those, and this just takes it up just a little bit above what those other premium brands are offering. And that's just my opinion. I had, again, a great time testing this, listening to a lot of stuff with it in different EQ modes. And overall, again, I think that the Status Pro X might just be the top wireless earbuds for 2025. This was Luke from Galaxy Tech Review. I hope you enjoyed my review, and I'll check you guys out on the next one.